Hi and welcome to ABC's Film. Tonight we're watching Martin Scorsese's 2011 film Hugo. I think it was a box office bomb, but it shouldn't have been because it's really, really good. If you have kids, I recommend you show it to them. I'm going to show it to Alex.
I'm not a kid though.
Yeah, he is. We just finished watching Hugo. We haven't spoken about it at all, but I got a distinct impression that Alex wasn't impressed.
I think there's two halves of the film that don't go together particularly well.
I like that it starts off being like a boy and his robot, and then it goes into this like, movies are great, go pay to see movies.
The movies are our special place, where we could go and watch something. We didn't miss my mum so much.
My problem with the film is there is too much going on that hasn't got enough to do with each other. It's like, here's Hugo, and he's kind of sad, and then through some convoluted series of events he gets involved with this George Malaise guy. So.
I don't feel like it's that convoluted. He lives in Paris and donated his thing to a museum where Hugo's dad lived. The only thing that's kind of a coincidence is that Hugo ends up at the train station. Other than that...
I think it'd be interesting to see how the book did it. Like, if the book had more of a focus on Hugo, because this one, it's the first hour, maybe hour and 20 minutes is really about Hugo, but the last 40 minutes is mostly about George Malaise, and I think that's kind of maybe where it falls down a little bit.
If you've ever wondered where your dreams come from, you look around. This is where they're made. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun will set. Knights in position, lobsters in position.
Set design, costume design, everything is absolutely fantastic. Music design and the shots. I don't want to be a review, but it's a real visual treat, Barry.
I feel, especially just like when they were talking to, is it Grandma John or Mama John?
Mama John. Yeah.
Mama John. When they were sort of talking to her, just in a living room, and it's like an empty living room with like just a chair and a table, but it's like so great to look at, like the wallpaper is thick.
Very good manners. For a thief.
I'm not a thief.
Even though they are children, so you have to give them a little bit of leeway, and I have seen them act in other things and be okay, I don't think Asa Butterfield and Chloe Grace Moretz were very good in this. And that is putting it lightly. They were distractingly bad.
I'm sure I could get one for you.
No.
Don't you like books?
No, I do.
I didn't get the point of Chloe Moretz's character.
Because she writes the book. But I feel
that
like
doesn't need to be in there at all.
I feel like maybe if there was narration, although it would suck with narration, but like she doesn't. When she's like, maybe one day I'll find my purpose, and then just at the end she writes a book. Like that's her character arc.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like there's nothing wrong with her. She lives in a very comfortable house. She's fine. She's happy and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I'm broken as well. And it's like they kind of just throw in that her parents are dead.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this makes her a sad character. But this is something I really can't stand in films as well, where it's like, or it's in books specifically, obviously, and it's like, I was going to write the book, and you just finished reading it. It's like someone in there wrote the book, and this is how we're telling the story. It's like, you don't have to tell us how the story got written or how the story got told. These things are made up.
Once upon a time, I met a boy named Hugo Cabret. He lived in a train station. Why did he live in a train station? You might well ask. That's really what this book is going to be about.
She's the only character that doesn't have some kind of real story.
Yeah.
Like even
really...
like the orphanage guy, he has like a little story about his wife leaving him and coming back, and she's just like, oh no. At the end, she sits down and writes a book. And
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, even though she's the main character all the way through. You have those two people, the dogs. It's just a little thing.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's nice
like,
that it's there.
It's nice to give the station a bit of life and think these are the characters that hang around.
Yeah.
You know? Like these are the people who come and go every day.
Yeah.
That's quite pleasant.
Sacha Baron Cohen, he's a bit where he's a great sort of like cartoony villain, but then they also have this bit where he's like very soft and we're supposed to be like, oh, I hope he gets the girl, and then gloss over the fact that throughout the entire film he's been like picking up kids and throwing them in the orphanage and like not caring about them whatsoever, putting them in little cages and stuff, and at the end it's like, oh, it's alright though because his dick works.
I didn't get that at all. What are you referring to?
At the end he says like, I am now a fully functioning man, aren't I, dear?
I didn't get that at all.
I'm sure he didn't say that at the end of that.
I thought he was just referring to his leg.
No, there was definitely a nod and a wink.
Oh, I didn't catch it.
Don't worry. I'm now a fully functioning man, aren't I, dear?
Tap the deck.
Anyway, I get the impression this orphanage is a rather wonderful place, and Hugo would probably be a lot happier there if he were to have gone. There'd be children his own age he could play with. He'd probably get educated.
Have you seen Oliver?
Yeah, but that's in London, isn't it?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And those kids are really good at singing in Oliver, so surely they're getting some kind of good
They're really
education.
well organised, aren't they?
They're going to rise up against us, apparently.
Children. Yeah, by the time they figured it out, they'd be adults, so...
Right, there's a scene very early on when Hugo meets George Méliès and he follows him home. He leaves his shop, he goes home. He doesn't go to a bakery, and then out of nowhere he's got a baguette in his bag, Barry. So I think it's almost like when you're wandering around Paris, it's like during Nazi Germany, for instance, have you got your papers with you? And it's like, sir, have you got a baguette with you? That's how you can tell they're an interloper.
But if there was a scene where he went to a bakery and Hugo was just like staring at him going to the bakery, you'd be sat here going like, there's a stupid scene halfway through where he just goes to the bakery for no reason.
My point would be, why include the baguette at all?
Because his friend... Oh.
Exactly, I
Yeah.
don't know why it's in the film.
Yeah, I got
Barry.
At least they didn't have any onions.
Exactly. I must put these around my neck.
Not French. Baguette!
Jacques Cousteau, baguette. Bonjour. 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 Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, mon petit perro de chien.
It's 3D. How it turns into a movie about movies.
I want to talk about how racist this film is.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
Do you have an issue with the fact that there are no French actors in this film, Barry?
I don't know the heritage of any of the actors in the film.
But
I get your sneaky lawyer tricks.
But they were all very Anglo-Saxon, weren't they?
Good morning, Monsieur the Beast.
Isabelle.
May I present to you Monsieur Hugo Cabret?
My point is, it's a French film with like absolutely no French actors in it.
That's true, they did go for the British route.
And on the same subject, there's no French accents either. It's all kind of really peculiar.
There's very like, it's like they are French people, but they're trying to speak British.
Yeah.
You know, so the French accent kind of sneaks in a little bit, but then
Sometimes.
goes away. Like Sam Worthington trying to be American, you know, and occasionally he's Australian.
When Sacha Baron Cohen abducts that kid, when Sacha Baron Cohen arrests that kid in the middle of the film, he's like, "Oh, get off me, governor!" It's like, it's the most English thing I've heard in my life. It's like, they're not even trying.
There was one bit when we were watching it where Alex said, no, this is in London. And I said, no, it's not. And then the door flew open and Ray Winston walked in with his stupid hat on. He said, look, it's London.
Uncle Claude.
There was a fire. Your father's dead.
I like the
American accents.
the Hunt for Red October way of doing it, where everybody's speaking Russian and then it kind of they just start speaking English. It's very Tom Cruise's new movie, The Mummy. They're all speaking Egyptian, and then I didn't even notice it happen until like towards the end of the scene. I just went, oh my god, they're speaking English. Somewhere along the line, they'd switched to English.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it, and then my friend Angie who was here. She went, oh fuck yeah.
I don't think Egyptian's a language. Certainly not a spoken one, anyway.
Yeah, well, they were speaking, and they were speaking a language that wasn't English, right? And then they were speaking English. It blew my mind.
I'm pretty sure it's Arabic. Isn't that written? I have no idea. Look it up.
L'âge idiot, c'est à 20 fleurs, quand le ventre brûle de faim, qu'on croit se laver le cœur, rien qu'en se lavant les mains.
The great pioneer of early filmmaking died during the Great War. Died? During the Great War?
You're interested in Méliès?
Yes. It's loud.
Is it?
Do you think that Rene character, the one who wrote the book,
Yeah.
do you think he hangs around in libraries waiting for people to get his book and then go up to him and go, do you like George Méliès?
You worked there. They were at the Film Academy.
Yeah, but he's just like, oh, what are they reading?
Yeah,
oh,
I see what you mean,
they're
yeah.
reading my book. I'd best go talk to them.
Like, I bet his book's attached to a piece of string that
Yeah.
rings a bell in his office, and he's just like, someone's done. Alright, so that was our review of Hugo, 2011 film. I definitely recommend that you check it out in 3D, even if you've seen it before in 2D. 3D kind of makes it feel different.
My opinion is, it's alright, but definitely worth a watch. It's a very pretty film. It's a very well shot film as well. And if you're interested in film history, I would recommend going to see it just for, you know, it quite well communicates the magic of those early films, I think.
Every night I bring her Frankfurter sandwiches, Frankfurter sandwiches. Oh, my baby loves those Frankfurter sandwiches, Frankfurter sandwiches. I try to win her with candy, ice cream and custard. But how she likes hot dogs with mustard.
God damn it, Barry.
Today's Hugo, enjoy it! Whoa! Should we dance up and I can cut it into dubstep?
Oh, mate, yeah. Go, zoom in and out, the camera can go to the side.
What's they fucking doing? What's they fucking doing? What's they fucking doing? What's they fucking doing?
Yeah, we could put those glasses
yeah.
over and just be like, deal with it, bro! And all that. That's how we'll get views.
Dog. Just watch a fucking film.
Yeah.